Quite a bit of rain in the northern and western parts of Wisconsin, but none so far in the immediate Madison area. Lynn will have the complete forecast next.
I can't talk because I keep hearing the telephone ring. Have you been, is there anyone out there?
Yes, there certainly is, Elmer.
Oh, I recognize that voice. Do you?
I certainly do.
I just would like to say to Rick that we're all going to miss you, Rick.
Well, thank you very much, Governor. Well, I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to call.
Well,
We stopped in and I chatted with him earlier today, and
No kidding?
yeah, I'm just as surprised as heck. But
I just wonder where you got that hairdo that was on the screen a couple of times.
yeah, that was back in the 70s, though, and Tommy had long hair then, too.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
He had hair back then.
Well, thanks a lot, Governor.
He wanted to be here, but he's out of town. But he sent someone in his place. Look who we have in the sports chair tonight.
My goodness, Stephanie Smith, the governor's press secretary.
Hi, Rick. The governor asked me if I would come. He wanted to present you with this certificate of commendation, but I am here in his stead to do that.
Wow.
And we are presenting this, a certificate of commendation honoring Rick Fetherston. On behalf of the people of Wisconsin, I'm especially pleased to salute Rick Fetherston.
Position outside of television here in the Madison area, and for that, of course, we congratulate Rick, but also we want to take a look back at this distinguished career of Madison's Dean of Broadcast News. Janan Yasseri tells it all.
This is CBS.
The politicking continues in Kansas City while Jimmy Carter continues on his merry way.
The year 1976, just months before Jimmy Carter would become president. By now, WISC news director Rick Fetherston is already considered a seasoned professional in the Madison media, even though he assumed the news directorship at the ripe age of 24. Like many in the business, he'd wear several hats. You might remember getting your weather from Rick back in 1971. The same year, he was named Madison TV Newsman of the Year. In the mid-70s, he left the business, but couldn't stay away for long. He returned as Channel 15's main anchor in 1977, and since then has not only brought us all the news of the day, but award-winning reports on a host of issues.
More teenagers are sexually active, and second, the use of contraceptives hasn't kept pace with the increased sexual activity.
From teen pregnancy to medical breakthroughs.
With early detection, colorectal cancer truly is the cancer you can beat.
His comfortable style brought out the most from people who had a tough story to tell.
You know, when I read that, those vows that we're going to make to each other, it scares the daylights out of me.
I'm the sort of person that to make a difference in life is what life is all about. If you make a difference, that's what counts. And so to me, it's just a natural.
And his words brought us incredible stories, like this Verona family adopting 2 orphans in Romania.
And then Jessica finds a daughter named Florica.
I recall Flori immediately. You know, my immediate reaction to her was, this is our little girl. This is the child.
So unlike some other state delegations, right now it looks like all Wisconsin delegates will vote for the candidate to whom they're pledged.
But to his colleagues and audience, Rick is maybe best known for his grasp and ease in the arena of political news.
Schreiber insists that he's not thinking too much about his own personal political future.
Rick has always brought us all the details, the Republican and Democratic conventions of several elections, and he brought us interviews with the candidates and newsmakers and those who'd make history. Not to mention bringing us election returns for local, state, and national races for 22 years.
Hello, I'm Tom Brokaw.
I'm Rick Fetherston with Dave Crawley.
And I'm Roger Mudd.
He's worked with dozens of people throughout the years, Lynn Cullen and John Miller.
Those kind. A lot of baseball tonight. 12 total games on the Major League schedule.
Andrea Ernst and Dave Crawley.
Joel Nichols are very good at forecasting the weather, but these are very multi-talented gentlemen.
Elmer Childress and Pam Towser, just to name a few. He's brought us the absurd.
Our producer says her aunt had her gallstones made into earrings.
A proud day.
And he allowed his audience to see the real Rick bailing out of Brand.
I can finish that story for you. When they
That just struck me funny.
Well, think about the police laughed. Well, when they lifted a flap of fat, police say $30,000 worth of cocaine fell out.
Now that's an amazing story.
That is,
To those of us who've worked with him, Rick has been a fair and accurate reporter, a wise teacher of strong ethics, an insightful leader, and most importantly, our friend. To many, Rick Fetherston has simply been Madison News. Thanks, Rick, for a job well done. We're all better journalists and richer people for having worked with you.
And there he is, the man himself. He hasn't changed much, except for the hair. I had long hair then, too. Come to think of it.
we all did.
Yes, we were in style, well, certainly. Okay, well, we're going to be back with much more, but we better take a break right now. We'll be right back.
NBC Nightly News at 5:30.
And News Scene 15 at 6 and 10. Friends you can turn to on WMTV Madison.